if folks don't know, I'm currently in Portugal drinking a nice chilled red Portuguese wine.
I'm sipping a hot green tea with mint.
Give me a meaty one, Cam. What's next?
Okay, prepare yourself, Ron. This is a long one, so bear with me here. So starts off with, "Hey, amigo." I think that means
I
friend.
guess they know me.
Maybe they do. I was
Hola.
Hola. I was having a spirited discussion with somebody on CCPAs, right to be forgotten, and deletion of data in general when requested. While I know in practice regulators understand that you have you have to retain a modicum of data after a deletion request so as to not perpetually add the same data subject back to your database over and over again, as long as the data is not processed or used. However, I was told that there are laws that actually state in writing that you can retain some data bits. Example would be an internal identifier. Can anyone point me to citations in either CCPA, CPRA, or GDPR where it literally lays out those permissions? Thanks, AI or Al.
AI Al. That's a really good. Maybe he is AI,
Maybe he is.
because that was a really complex question.
That was really complex.
Let me take a sip of my wine as I think through
Yes.
that. So I know from experience, as a chief privacy officer at other companies, that we do have the right to retain some personal information in order to demonstrate that we've carried out something like a deletion request. But I do know that obviously there are limitations to what we can keep. I think a hashed identifier is obviously the right way to go. Also keeping in mind that I think this person was also asking for specific citations on where that would exist in CPA or GDPR, but I do know Article 17 of the GDPR does state that for certain legal purposes, you can keep personal information again. And I think that would fall within the spirit of demonstrating that you comply with the law. So I can't actually off the top of my head cite specific sources in the laws that say you can do that, but I definitely know there are I wouldn't say exceptions to the rule of deletion. Like if someone says delete all my information, that you have to delete every single thing. There's definitely circumstances like for legal purposes, for security purposes, where you might have to collect or continue to store personal information, so long as there's other controls around that, right, Cam? So it's like,
Right.
again, not just in plain text, but hash, very limited access to that personal information. Also, perhaps thinking about retention periods too, right? Yes, maybe you might be required to keep it for a legal purpose, but maybe once that specific purpose is met its course, that you delete it. So
Yeah.
that's a great question. Yes, there
Yeah.
are specific instances, just to sum up, that you can keep personal information to demonstrate your compliance or for other situations, but I do not think there are any specific clauses that say that above and beyond, again, like for legal purposes or defending legal claims, that sort of thing. So great
Okay.
question.
Yeah. A lot of context there. And thank you, Al, for sending that in, or AI, whoever that
AIL.
was. AIL, that guy. Well, that was it.